Well, hey, y'all, welcome back to my table. My name is Toni Summers, and this is Toni Summers Tarot. I am so excited that you are here with me this week because we are going to do a very, very special tarot reading. We are going to be talking to our beloved ancestors, our lost loved ones, and maybe even some of our pets who passed over the Rainbow Bridge. We're going to see what messages our past loved ones have to tell us. So before we begin, we are going to start by creating a sacred container where we welcome in and we invite our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness to please join us at the table. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space. And we disinvite and we disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And now we set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We welcome to the table now and we invite in our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, guardians of the four corners, Mother of the Earth, Father of the Sky, and sacred ones. We welcome all of you here now. We ask you to please be present with us and help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you so much. So, like I said, welcome to my table. My name is Toni Summers. So, for this reading, we are going to be choosing between three piles, and you are going to be dipping into your own little intuition and choosing which feather you feel the most drawn to. So I have this little cup of feathers. I collect these feathers all over my neighborhood, and yes, these really are giant black crow feathers that just fall into my yard. And so I've got all these beautiful feathers, and I thought, you know, as we are trying to connect with our ancestors, why don't we use some beautiful feathers? So pile one, we have a nice, big, beautiful black crow feather. Okay. Pile two, I don't know what this little cute feather is, but check out this cute little black and white polka dotted feather. And pile three, this is a blue jay feather. Okay. So let's just look at this one more time. Pile one, the crow feather. Pile two, the black and white spotted feather. And pile three, the blue jay feather. Okay, so if you feel drawn to more than one pile, always, trust your intuition and trust your gut. It's going to lead you to the pile that is the right answer. But, it could be that maybe you're being drawn to more than one pile because there is more than one message, maybe more than one loved one or an ancestor, or even, like I said, beloved pet that's trying to get a message to you. So if you feel drawn, definitely check out, more than one pile. As always, if you enjoy this, please give me a quick thumbs up, a like, comment, or you might know somebody who might enjoy this. Be sure to share that with them. And so let's hang on, I feel like I'm forgetting to say something. Oh yes, I know what I'm forgetting. The links to all the piles are down below in the description in the comments, so I will see you there. Once again, it is pile one, pile two, and pile three. All right, I'll see y'all down below. Welcome back, pile one. If you chose this beautiful black crow feather, let's see what your message from your past beloved loved one is. Okay, so to begin with, the first card is the card to represent your loved one who has passed over, and we have Lady. So this card to me really comes across as more than likely it was a female, a mom, a wife, a sister, a brother. I'm sorry. A mom, a wife, a grandmother, an aunt, a cousin, a best friend, a co-worker, but either way, a female or feminine representing energy. Interestingly enough, I just heard in my head, it could also be some of you may have had a pet named Lady. And so I don't know why, but that's just in my head. I just heard that very loudly. But the message that she's here to send to you is to enjoy growth and to reap the rewards. Reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. She wants you to hear that fertility, growth, and abundance are all imminent when this card shows up. All the seeds that you have planted are coming to life, and there is plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there may be more than enough to go round. If you are making business deals or you are setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. It can also usher in other forms of abundance, such as opportunities, marriages, proposals, and even the birth of a child. So this card is here to help you respect nature and connect with the forces with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life. So this is a very interesting card. This is, like I said, a female. It could be mom, wife, sister, grandma, aunt, cousin, but either way, or feminine energy. But she is really here to kind of herald a time of good energy, a new beginning. Okay. It feels like, and just kind of looking down at your cards, I get the energy that things may have been stagnant for a minute, and you may be even wondering if all your hard work is paying off. And she's here to let you know that it is, because that's what this is saying: enjoy growth and rapid rewards. So the message here is the direct message that she is here to give to you, and it's that, I'm sorry, the message she is here to give you. We have Hangman, we have the Four of Air, the Four Swords, and we have the Fool. So really and truly, it feels like, for a little while, you may have felt kind of stuck. It may feel like, you're spinning your wheels, you're getting nowhere. But the fact of the matter is when you plant a seed, you take that little tiny seed and you put it all the way down into the deep, deep, deep dirt, and you cover it up with darkness. And then for a long time, it doesn't appear that anything's happening, but underneath and beneath the soil, if you could see, the seed is finally getting its, nourishment, and it's finally expending that little bit of energy that it has left to grow and to produce and to change form, to transform from a seed to a plant. And so it will work its way up through the dirt, and then finally, just when you think nothing's going to happen, poof, there's the plant, right? And that's what they're here to tell you. It feels like you've been maybe stuck for a little while. Also, I want to point out Hangman. This is Pisces. So lady here could actually be representing a female Pisces in your life who has passed over. But they're trying to let you know that you were not stuck, that really and truly what was happening is you were in a period of rest, because what's about to happen is you're about to get to moving quickly. You're about to be moving forward very fastly. There's about to have fastly. Did I say fastly? You're about to be moving forward much quicker, and it feels like you're about to see the fruits of your labor come to harvest, to up. And so they want you to know that you were not just you're not stuck, that what this was a time of rest, because now things are going to get to moving along much quicker, and new beginnings, new opportunities are coming your way and are being heralded. I do see that, because you see how she's blowing the trumpet. There is this energy of new energy being heralded in and called in. And so do be patient, because I do believe you're about to enjoy a lot of growth and reap a lot of reward. Okay, for all your patience will be paid off. All right. So here is a direct message to you from your lady. It says, I feel happy and healthy. I can now do amazing things I never dreamed were possible. And it feels like I'm doing them in my own physical body, except I am so much lighter, freer, and more flexible. So I can do acrobatics if I want. I can fly. I can jump as high as a mountain, and I can move instantly between locations. It is all magical here. The main thing that I want to emphasize to you, though, is that all the aches, the pains, and the suffering went away with my physical body. I can breathe, I can see, and I can walk like a healthy young person now. All the limitations of a physical body are gone, and I am enjoying my spiritual body. I can also see how I could have taken much better care of myself physically and enjoyed better health. And I hope that you'll take this to heart too. After all, we can only get one physical body per lifetime, and it's built to last a lifetime if we take care of it. And so there is this energy also of this is a period where while you're given this time of kind of the meantime, in between time, this is also a time maybe to begin something new for your own physical health, for your own physical journey. This is a time maybe to reevaluate while you have time on your hands, while you're waiting for things to kick off. Maybe it's time to reprioritize your own health and happiness, and focus on where in your life can you take better care of the temple that you've been given, so that it can last a lifetime. Okay. So why is a lady here right now with us? We have the 10 of fire, the 10 of wands, because it feels like you've been carrying a lot of heavy burdens. It feels like maybe even you're not sure if your turn is ever going to come, like you're always going to be the one stuck carrying these heavy burdens, these heavy loads. and like you're not actually able to lighten your load and move ahead. And she's here to let you know that that this is just you getting prepared. One thing that's very interesting and I love about this card is this is the 10 of fire, not just the 10 of wands. 10 is the number numerologically of the end, okay? The end of the cycles, the beginning of something new. So you are really and truly coming to that. I really believe that's what this Fool and Hangman is about. You're ending some cycles and allowing some new cycles to begin. And so they want you to, she's here to let you know that right now you're looking a little worn down. You're looking a little kind of tired and exhausted. And so the first thing she really wants you to know is she needs you to rest and to heal and to focus on your own temple and body here, and to really make sure you're, focusing on your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, okay, and your spiritual health. All these things matter. And right now you have this moment. That's what this 4 of air is. The 4 is the number of balance. And so like if you think of a table with 4 legs, right? If all 4 legs are touching the ground, the table is just fine. If one leg is a little wobbly, the whole table wobbles every time you touch it. But what happens when you remove one of those legs and you only have 3 legs on the ground? The table does what? It falls, right? And that's the thing. You can be very healthy mentally. You can be very healthy physically. You can be very healthy emotionally. But if you're not healthy spiritually, the table's going to fall. You've got to have all 4 pillars of your life in alignment before you can be balanced. And so they're saying this is the opportunity for you to regain your balance, regain your health, focus on correcting what needs to be corrected and making fresh new starts, because it feels like you're about, I just saw like an arrow in my head, like when a bow and an arrow, you've got that arrow and you pull the arrow back, you hold the bow and you pull the arrow back, and the further back you pull the arrow, the more tension you put on the bow, the further that arrow is going to fly. And that's what's happening to you. You're getting a lot of tension build up. You're being pulled back. You're being pulled back. You're being pulled back. And as soon as they let go of that arrow, you are going to fly. Okay. And so right now, take the moment to rest, to focus on your health and your happiness, and so that you can climb that mountain when the moment comes. Okay. And the final message to you from your beautiful loved one lady here is, oh, you know what I just heard also regarding, she's got these apples around her. It could have been a teacher. This could have been a teacher, okay, that you might have known who's coming to visit you, all right? Okay, so the last one is what you should take away from this reading. We have the Ace of Air or the Ace of Swords and the 5 of Earth and the 5 of Pentacles. The thing is that you're only as far away from your dreams as you choose to be, okay? You are very much about to have a new opportunity given to you, and that opportunity comes because you have managed to overcome your fears. You've managed to overcome your worries and your doubts, and you've learned to be self-sufficient and to not need or rely on anyone other than yourself and your spirit and source energy to get you through things. And so the thing is that you've learned that nobody can give you hope but yourself. Nobody can show you what faith means but yourself, and nobody can show you how to trust things except for yourself. Okay, that's what I mean to say when you're self-reliant. I don't mean being in your divine masculine energy and like, I don't need anybody's help, go away, I've got this. I don't mean that, okay? That's not what I mean. What I mean to say is that there's been a time where it's felt like you were here recently, not quite connected, not quite moving in the right direction. You feel a lot like you've been kind of on the outside looking in at everybody else who has everything you want, going, why can't I get there? I'm trying, I'm working so hard. Why am I not seeing the results I want to see? And they're letting you know because you've just been in a season of rest and that your time is coming, okay? And the time is coming quickly. And so the main thing that they want you to take away from this is that something new is coming and all your hard work is going to pay off. You're going to enjoy growth and you're going to reap these new rewards. But the only way that can happen in a way that is long lasting and sustainable for you and your future is for you to take their advice now and to really focus on your own health and your own happiness, rest, and know that the time is coming near where you are going to have a massive growth and really reap huge rewards. All right. Thank you so much, Pile One, for being here. If you enjoyed this, please, like I said, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Come on back next time. And until I see you again, y'all take care of yourself. Bye, Pile One. Hi, welcome back, Pile Two. If you chose, where'd you go? If you chose, I don't know what this beautiful feather is, but it sure is pretty, isn't it? If anybody knows, let me know what this little spotted feather is. It kind of reminds me of like a little, reminds me of a baby deer, if you want to know the truth. It reminds me of a fawn. It's very pretty. So anyway, funny enough, look what I just said. I said it reminds me of a fawn, and right there on the cover. All right, so let's dive into it. Let's see what message from your loved one you got today. So the first card is a card to represent your your loved one who passed over. So we have Eagle. See from a higher perspective. So there's a few things here. This does not define whether this is a masculine or feminine. This could actually, literally, for some of you, be a pet bird. This could, if you had a pet bird you had a special connection with. I actually have friends who are very, very, very emotionally attached to their chickens. And so that could be what this is. This could be your pet bird. Alternatively, if this is a person, this could be a person who, one, enjoyed flying, was a pilot, worked an airline attendant, worked at an airline, could have been somebody who was in the Air Force, something to that degree, could have gone to a high school or a college where the eagle was the mascot, could have had collected eagles. There's some kind of something symbolically. I'm just making words up in this reading. And the other one, I said something else too. I don't remember what the word was, but I swear I'm making words up. Anyway, this person, either way, something about an eagle is going to be symbolic, whether they were, into planes, Air Force, something like that, okay? So this is having eagle vision. The message they're trying to send to you is to see from a higher perspective. One thing I love about eagles, I don't know if you know, whenever there's a storm brewing, eagles will literally fly above the storm. They'll go over the clouds and they will circle the storm until the storm passes. And they will literally fly high above the storm. They don't want to be down in the middle of the storm. No. They want to have a higher perspective. So they get this higher perspective by sitting above the clouds. And they sometimes can be up there for days at a time before they come down. But that's what it takes to have a higher perspective. It's a very conscious choice to be there that high up into the clouds, okay? So it says to look at things from a different angle, fly higher, and to see new possibilities. It says that eagle medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or your vision may be limited at this time. If there is a chance that is there a chance that your own desperation, your needs, or your ego could be blocking you from seeing the potential of your current situation? If there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you are feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. Eagle medicine can help you change this. The eagle brings you the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all the things from a place of love. So, that is true. The eagle does fly up in Father Sky. So this could be a father reference for some of you. This could be a father, somebody who always talked about flying high or something to that degree with you, okay? But either way, this is who is here represented by the eagle. So let's see what messages they have for you. We have Emperor, the Three of Air, and the High Priestess. This is a message they're trying to send to you. So it looks like recently somebody might have hurt your feelings, or you may be dealing with somebody who is kind of tough to deal with, okay? And so they're trying to tell you to take a higher perspective, the High Priestess. They want you to be, kind of like when we talk about the High Priestess, this is your connection to your higher self, okay? And so who has a higher perspective than your higher self? Really only Creator. And so they're saying if somebody has been kind of had harsh criticism or judgment, they are telling you, and it's really kind of hurting your feelings. It's maybe even, caused you to be upset. They're telling you to, not to pursue the situation or to try to change the situation, but instead to take the higher road, to take the higher perspective and to try to see things if anything, if you can't have the higher perspectives, because sometimes it's hard. We're only human, right? And it's really easy for those on the astral plane to tell us to have the higher perspective. Sometimes that's not always easy, but sometimes the best thing that you can do is do exactly what the high priestess implies. The high priestess is also about not speak, don't speak. And so sometimes if you can't take the higher perspective, at least take the higher road. And if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, especially when you're feeling emotionally hurt or when you're feeling like you've had especially unfair or harsh treatment or harsh criticism. Sometimes the easiest, best thing to do when you can't see that higher perspective is just be like, I'm just going to excuse myself in the situation. It's not healthy for me to put myself in this place where I could probably do more damage than good with my words. Okay. So the next card asks, why are they here right now? So this is very cool. Real fast, I just want to point out, Emperor, this is Aries, and we have the World, Libra. So your loved one could have been an Aries or could have been a Libra. The World, this is the end of a cycle, okay? And so when we're talking about the World being here with the Emperor specifically, and also with the Three of Swords specifically, this is kind of the end of a karmic cycle, okay? And it's letting you know that things will be getting better, even if you've really been dealing with somebody who has been making things very, very stressful for you, and you're trying your hardest to take the high road, to not say anything. The good news is that your hard work, your effort of trying to be the better person is going to be well rewarded. So this situation, this karmic energy, this karmic cycle is coming to an end. So really, because you know that now, because you are aware that that karmic cycle is coming to end, the good thing to know is now is the best time to prepare for something new to come in, so that when the new energy does come in, you're not freaking out and you don't allow yourself to receive it. Be willing to be open to receive what is going to come in after this karmic cycle comes to an end, okay? So move forward with faith and trust, okay, pile two? All right, so let's get a direct message from your loved one. They say, as a soul, I just love this card so much. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. Without the human body, I am free and I have amazing new abilities. I can travel to any place and in almost any dimension with just a thought. It's like living one of those flying dreams that you and I just talked about. So I can be with you as often as you need me, and it won't hold you back, won't hold back my spirit. I'm sorry, try that sentence again. I can be with you as often as you need me to be, and that won't hold back my spiritual growth. If you miss my presence, just say the word and I will be by your side instantly. Although I'm not technically an angel, because I still have my human ego to deal with and to learn about, I am like an angel to you. I will do my best to protect you always, and you can count upon me for continuing love always. This is such a beautiful message. So they're letting you know that they can fly high and be with you at all times, that there's as a soul, because they have no limitations of the human body on this 3D earth. They can be many, many places all at one time, and that they're always here. The most beautiful energy I want you to hear is that though they are not like they're not an angel, they are an angel like now, and they can guide and protect you. All you got to do is ask and let them, okay? All right, and the final message from your loved one asks, what you should take away? The moon. Okay, so this is technically Pisces in tarot, so your loved one could have been Libra, Pisces, or the Emperor, but in astrology, the moon is Cancer. So this could also represent Cancer, and in all reality, this is a water sign, so it could also represent Scorpio. So you have all your water signs here, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. You have Aries, and you have Libra. So it could be that your loved one was one of those signs, all right? So your takeaway, the moon, you've been having a lot of really, really big feelings, and it's time for you to really deal with those feelings. It feels like you've been kind of, somebody has really been giving you a hard time, and it almost feels like you're not handling it as well as you should, and maybe you're stuffing it all down, or maybe you're doing the complete opposite, just like raging whatever it is, they're asking you to, first of all, connect to your higher self, choose to see it from a higher consciousness, but also, if anything, just don't give them any more ammunition, you know? And so they're trying to tell you, while that is going on and while you're being quiet and waiting for this karmic cycle to end and this situation to go away, because it's on its way out the door. Now is a really good time for you to get introspective and to ask yourself why this person got under your skin. How come this person got to you so deeply? Was it their harsh criticism? Were they a bully? Were they, and what was it? And so, it's not about them, it's about you, right? And so they were able to get under your skin somehow. Why? What was it they triggered? And so then from there, the better question is then to ask yourself, all right, here's what they triggered in me. Where did that trigger come from? Why do I have that trigger? Work backwards. Try to figure out where your triggers come from so that you can love them, you can acknowledge them, you can release them, okay? The only way we're ever going to get rid of anything that we're holding on to that's causing this energy over and over, unhealthy responses over and over, is to witness it, to acknowledge that it's happening, to love ourselves, not beat ourselves up, but love ourselves, because this is a response from a trauma, and then to release it and teach ourselves a new response, okay? And that's what they want you to do. Spend a little bit of time getting into the groove of getting to know yourself and understand why this person was able to get under your skin as deeply as they did. All right, pile two. Thank you for being here with me. If you enjoyed this, be sure to give me a like, comment, share, or share this with somebody who might find this useful. And if you would, come on back. Until the next time I see you, you take care of yourself. Love you, pile two. Bye. Welcome back, pile three. If you chose the little beautiful blue jay feather, I have right outside that window right there, a giant Rose of Sharon bush that has a family of cardinals and one little blue jay that lives with the cardinals, and he is always squawking his little head off out there. So I know exactly where this feather came from. So thank you for being here. Let's see what your message from your loved one, ancestor, or pet is. Oh, and that's right. I'm pretty sure this is for a fact my first pet message. This is the card representing the loved one who's passed over. She will, for some of you, this is literally your female dog. If you had a pet dog, this may be her, and it just kind of makes me happy to even think about who this could be for me. Alternatively, if this is not your pet, a female pet, specifically a dog, but it could be any female pet, she-wolf could actually represent a female that you knew. It could have been your wife, your mom, grandma, sister, cousin, aunt, best friend, coworker, next door neighbor, whoever. But this is somebody who loved to howl at the moon. Okay, so the message says, unleash the wild within. Let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. It says you are being rewilded at this time, pile three, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break the boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or your dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them right now. Let the wolf energy within you help track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. So the message here is, it feels like you're kind of coming out of a, what do I want to say? A season where you're going to get to know yourself on a different level, pile three. This is really kind of exciting. It feels like you're about to tap into a new version of yourself, a new aspect of yourself that you've never seen before. And especially, one thing I want to talk about before we even get into the rest of the cards is, you see that big full moon behind her. The moon, that is always about the illusion and the things that we keep hidden in the dark, right? About our subconscious thoughts and our fears and our beliefs. These are the parts of yourself that you maybe know that nobody else knows about you. It feels like there's parts of yourself that you're about, aspects of yourself that you're about to bring up and out, okay? All right, so let's see what is a message for you from your loved one here. She-wolf. 5 of water or the 5 of cups, the messenger of fire or the knight of wands, and the queen of air or the queen of swords. And so basically, the version of who you've always been, this person who maybe has been I kind of even like this card because she's a little underwater, right? But this is a person of you who you've kind of kept buried in the deep, this past version. The thing is what this card is saying is the people who know you, the people who've known you from the past, the people who've always known who you are about to meet a new version of you, a version of you that they may think just kind of came out of nowhere, but this is very well thought out. This is not going to just be sudden. This is something that you have wanted to do, a version, an aspect of yourself that you've wanted to try and you've thought about for a very long time. Well, in the past, maybe you've kept it hidden, but now I believe is the time you're going to bring this new version of yourself right on out to the front. And so your loved one here, She-Wolf, is here to support you through that. They want you to know that when you are not sure, you can literally call on them for guidance and support, and they were right here. Even your loved pets who passed over the Rainbow Bridge, you can still call them, okay? And their energy is no different than any other loved one's energy. They will be there with you, okay? And now they don't have the limitations of being your pet. They can actually help you. Their soul is able to navigate and help, okay? So a message directly to you from your loved ones. I'm sorry I didn't open the book first. I usually open the book. It says, I always give you a good night kiss. So for me, this is really sweet because I really do feel like this is calling me from one of my pets. And she would always, before I went to bed, always give me a quick kiss goodnight. And it was just the cutest and sweetest thing ever. I always give you a good night kiss. I know that you still need me in your life, so I make my presence known in order to comfort you. I enlarge my energy so that you can clearly feel me standing next to you. And I move significant objects to remind you of our shared times together. When you are ready to go to sleep, I always visit you with loving kiss to tuck you safely into bed. My love for you has been elevated to its purest level, and I am now as close to being an angel as a human soul or other soul can be. So when I'm with you, please know that my intentions are solely to help and comfort you. Of course, I receive great happiness from sharing more time with you, but ultimately, my goodnight kisses are my way of bringing heavenly healing energy into your life. So this is just absolutely beautiful. It even looks like, oh no, I dropped it. Hang on just one second. Let me go for an adventure to get it up. Oh, y'all, now it's sliding under my carpet, my rug. Oh, so much adventure. Anyway, it says, she's giving you a kiss every night to give you heavenly healing energy. But one thing I thought was very interesting is if you look at the picture, it almost looks like she's kissing the sky, right? Like she's, reaching up and kissing the moon. She's kissing the sky. And so I love this. This is saying that your beloved one here, She-Wolf, represented by She-Wolf, shows up every single night to give you a kiss good night, to let you know that not only is she enjoying spending that time with you, but also that kiss is just blanketing you in healing, loving energy, okay? So why is she showing up right now? We have strength. This is our first and only major arcana. This is representative of Leo. So this could literally be your loved one here could have been a Leo. But the other thing is strength is Leo the lion. And so I also feel like this she-wolf very much could be a cat. For some of you, it could have been a female cat that is showing up. But strength, with strength being in reverse, she's showing up because she's here to give you the strength that you don't normally have. This is something it feels like you've been thinking about, this change, this new version of yourself, this new aspect of yourself that you're wanting to unleash. You've been considering this for quite some time, Queen of Air, but you've always held yourself back. You've always kind of in the past been like, historically, you're like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I can handle what people are going to say, the judgment, the thoughts, what, blah, 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 blah. And so you've just kind of kept yourself from doing it. And that's why she is here. She's saying, no. Lean on me, ask me for help. I will give you all the strength you need. Don't you worry. I got you, boo. Okay. And so that's the thing. They're here. She's here right now with you to help push you out of that nest, to try to push yourself out of your comfort zone and to really allow your soul to become what it's meant to be. I want to go back to that She-Wolf one more time. There was something that she said. You're guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break the boundaries and go beyond them entirely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or your dreams, this is what I'm looking for. If you've been holding back on your hopes or your dreams, you are being encouraged to chase after them now. So that's what she's saying. It feels like you've been really, really thinking about this idea, this thought, this dream, this hope that you have, and you just never really gone after them. It's always been a little bit scary, a little bit beyond your reach. Well, now is the time. That's what she's saying. They're saying you've got more strength than you know, and if you don't just lean on me, I'll give you all the strength. I'll carry you if I have to, but I'll give you whatever strength you need to get through the situation so that you can chase your hopes and your dreams. It says, let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction that you want to go in, and then don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth, okay? And the very last card and last message from your loved one is what you should take away from this reading. Just do it. Just do it. The King of Swords. Listen, you spent a lot of time thinking, and you've given yourself all the reasons why this should work. Then why are you stopping yourself? Why are you allowing your head to stop you, to cut you off? Get straight to the point. It's time. It's time. You've logicked yourself to death. You've reasoned yourself to death, and you've kept yourself from doing it no matter what. Now is the time. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Step into, this is the intelligent, logical leader. You know, the King of Swords, he's got this intellectual power, right? And that says that you need to use your intellect to make your point known, and you need to use your intellect to attain your goals. And so don't be afraid. They are right here beside you. You are not walking alone. Absolutely not. In fact, they're there every step of the way and every single night to tuck you in at the end of the day so you can start over again tomorrow being a badass soul that you're supposed to be. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this pile 3. If you did, please be sure to give me a like, comment, share it with somebody who might find it helpful. Y'all come on back. Until the next time I see you, please take care of yourself. Love you so much. Bye, pile 3.